Most people try to change their behavior without changing the environment surrounding the behavior. And this is why so many habits fail repeatedly, because human behavior is not created in isolation. It emerges through interaction between the mind and its surroundings. This is one of the deepest principles inside atomic habits. Environment often matters more than motivation, because the nervous system is highly cue-driven. The brain constantly scans the environment for signals. What should I pay attention to? What behavior is available? What action feels easiest? What reward might exist here? And much of this happens below conscious awareness. From a neuroscience perspective, the environment acts like a behavioral trigger map. Objects, sounds, lighting, notifications, people, room arrangement, digital interfaces, all quietly influencing attention, emotion, and action. This is why certain places automatically change your mental state. A library encourages focus. A bedroom encourages rest. A noisy phone-filled environment encourages distraction. The nervous system associates environments with repeated behaviors, and eventually, the cue alone can activate the urge. A person walks into the kitchen and suddenly craves food, opens the phone and instantly begins scrolling, sits at a desk and feels anxious before working even starts, because the brain learned the pattern. This is called context-dependent behavior, and modern life uses it aggressively. Technology companies design environments specifically to capture attention. Bright colors, notifications, infinite feeds, variable rewards. Digital spaces engineered to keep the nervous system engaged continuously. And over time, the environment begins shaping identity itself. Because repeated environments create repeated states. Repeated states create repeated behaviors. Repeated behaviors become personality. This is why behavior change often fails when the environment stays unchanged. A person trying to focus while sleeping beside their phone is fighting an environment optimized for distraction. A person trying to eat healthier while surrounding themselves with visible junk food is relying on constant resistance, and the nervous system eventually becomes exhausted by endless friction. This is where environmental design changes everything, because small changes in visibility and accessibility dramatically influence behavior. What is visible becomes mentally active. What is hidden becomes psychologically distant. This is why rearranging environments works so powerfully. Placing a book beside the bed increases reading. Leaving a guitar visible increases practice. Preparing gym clothes the night before reduces friction. Turning off notifications protects attention. Removing distracting apps changes behavior before temptation even begins. And maybe this is the deeper wisdom. Lasting discipline often depends less on fighting yourself and more on designing surroundings that support the person you want to become. Because the nervous system naturally follows paths that feel easiest, safest, and most familiar. And environments quietly shape all three. This also explains why certain people transform when they change locations. New city, new room, new social circle, new workspace. The old behavioral cues disappear, and suddenly, new identities become possible. Environment is not merely physical. It is psychological architecture. Your digital environment matters. Your conversations matter. Your social environment matters. Even the information you repeatedly consume matters. Because the brain adapts to repeated exposure, and eventually, the environment becomes internalized. You begin carrying its patterns inside your nervous system. This is why protecting your environment is becoming one of the most important forms of modern self-defense. protecting what enters your attention, protecting what repeatedly surrounds your mind, protecting what your nervous system normalizes daily. Because over time, your environment quietly becomes your behavior, and your behavior quietly becomes your life. If this resonates, type, design the environment. Because sometimes, the fastest way to change yourself is to change what constantly surrounds you.